never know who you're gonna inspire. And I think the biggest thing for me was that I had the strength to keep going, but I also knew God had a purpose for why I was going through this. And it's now coming to fruition that I'm helping other people with fibromyalgia.
That was actually going to be my question. Do you think that part of the purpose is you
Yeah.
being a beacon of hope for
Yeah.
those who may
Right.
feel hopeless or that are on the brink of feeling defeated a little bit? Meaning, I don't know if I can carry forward, but they come in contact with Amanda's story. They're like, she gets me. She's going through what I went through. And look at her. She has a bright smile. She looks happy, energetic. She's doing these podcasts. She's doing what she loves. Maybe I can continue to do that forward. Do you feel that's part of your purpose?
I think that's hit it on the nail. I think huge that's my huge mission is being a beacon of hope for people so that they don't have to give up. You could get back to whatever you want to do in life, honestly. I think people just need to believe in themselves a little bit more.
And did you always have that belief in yourself? Like, were you always able to draw it from within and then show it outside of you?
Yeah, I think I always had that ability. I guess I was sort of just my personality. It was always driven and stuff. But I think honestly, I mean, I had my rough days, honestly. It was rough, honestly. I mean, I cried for probably months because I was in so much pain and everything. But I think the biggest thing is um I had that belief in myself. I had my grandmother who took me to all those different doctor's appointments, did the physical therapy, did all of that. And then I also had this purpose that God wanted me to do something big with my life. I just didn't know what it was yet. And so you have to have a couple reasons why you keep going in life, I think.
And now that people are looking to you for this source of inspiration, and for those listening, like we connected, and to hear her story and to share it here is truly a blessing. And I thank you for the opportunity. What I would say is I can take from your story, from your journey, and apply it to certain areas of my life where it's like you have that thought, right? Where
Mhm.
you feel that
Yeah,
maybe I can't do this, but then because each and every one of us needs to draw strength from something, from somewhere.
yeah,
And this story can be used as that, right? It's like when you see someone that you've known your whole life struggle, and then you run into them years later and they're successful, and you're like, wow, I'm
right.
proud of you because I remember how far you've come.
Yeah, that's so
Is
true.
there absolutely is there anyone in your support system that was there from the beginning? I know you mentioned your grandmother from the beginning, and now they look back and they're like, you know what, Amanda? I'm so proud to see how far you've come considering where you were all those years ago.
Um, yeah, I'd probably say my grandmother probably would be number 1. I mean, she just passed this past August. So, but I'm sure she's watching from heaven and everything. So, I would say probably her would be the number 1.
Was she able to see you get better to the point that you are now?
Yeah. Yeah, she did. So, that was a grateful thing. And she was my biggest support system, and she probably would listen to this podcast. She listened to all of them and stuff. So I think having people in your life that were there from the beginning is important because they know how far you've come and stuff. And I think we all have to have like someone who has been there in the very beginning.
Yeah, my grandmother raised me, so I know the importance of
Yeah.
having a grandmother that means so much to you.
Yeah, she raised me
And
too, so
there you kindred spirits, as they say, right?
yeah.
And I was so happy that my grandmother was able to see me become, she's still alive, by the way. She was able to see me become the
Yeah.
person that I am today. And I know the feeling, but I'll let you describe it. The feeling of having someone that was there with you side by side in some respects, arm in arm in a lot of respects, through your
Mhm.
struggles, to see them, to see, to have them see you become successful is is such a beautiful experience. And I'll throw back to you and say, to have your grandmother there from with you from the very beginning, from when you found out to when you were crying for months on end until you're able to do everything that you're doing now before she passed. How important was it for you to have your grandmother see you cross that finish line and become the person you are today?
Honestly, it's very, very important to me, and I think, she would always tell me she was super proud of me and stuff, so, it's very hard. It's still hard. I still miss her and stuff, but I think she would be extremely proud.